What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey, welcome back. It's another Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. You know I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. And this is a series where I give you bullet points as to why myself, our partner Tom Vulo, the 20-sided Warriors with my wife, may enjoy when a particular title hits that table. So this isn't a full review, just remember that, and we're going to kick back and have a little fun here. The title I want to talk about is a title I talked about several years ago, and it's just time to bring it up again, because I just have not stopped enjoying this game after all these years. As you saw from the thumbnail, that's Duel of the Dragons. This game by Fundamental Games has had my attention wrapped for quite some time now. I think maybe one of the main reasons is because I get to play a dragon. Oh, that's fun. Now, this isn't the first game that lets a player play a dragon. I know that. But there's still not a lot of them out there. There's not a lot of titles, whether it's a board game, a dice game, or card game like this, that lets the player take on the role, the life of a dragon. So that's the first reason this thing ever caught my attention. Now, to let you all know, and I've said this every time a fundamental game comes up, they do tend to send me titles to make videos for, and this is no different. But I honestly 100% believe that if they had never sent me this, and I had acquired it some other way, my opinion on this game would be no different whatsoever. That's up for you to believe yourself, but me, I know it is a fact. This game was designed to be a tight, fast, two-player game, and it shows, and it lives up to that. The thing I like about this game, I really do like, is, and I think it shows enough, is I love the fact that you can solo it. It's a game that can be soloed at any time. Anytime a game that is not made as a solo game can be soloed, I think you should give that game one automatic star. I do. And this certainly deserves it because it is just as much fun one player as it is two players. The AI system in the game is pretty damn good. I've lost a few games, though I admit this is one of those titles I tend to win more than I lose. But the fact that I do keep losing these games, and I don't think I've gotten more than 3 wins in a row, keeps pissing me off and makes me want revenge. So I guess that speaks volumes from my own personal point of view about replayability. The game does play fast enough. I don't think I've ever lasted more than 2 rounds before winning or losing this game. And in each round, you're dealing out damage to your opponent by playing your attack cards around your dragon, putting it in specific spots to try to maximize the numbers that are showing on it. And then when the first player has gone through all of his spaces on his dragon card, the turn ends. You add everything up, and whoever had the lowest score takes the difference between the two. Yeah, 2 rounds or turns, I guess you'd say. Whether I win or lose, that's really all it ever lasts. So it's fast enough. It's fast enough, and you get the game down again and again and again and again. That's awesome. I love it when a game pulls that feeling from you that you just want to keep going. When the game's over, you're ready for another round. The artwork on the cards concerning the dragons, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. I have one of the copies, and Tom Vulo has a copy that has the extra hologram cards on it. I don't know if that's standard at this point where they all have them, or if it's still just special decks. But the hologram cards are, wow, it takes me back to the 80s and 90s superhero collectible craze days. And they were doing everything to the covers, but they're also doing everything to the collectible cards. just like this. And there were so many foil and 3D cards out. And when I look at the special dragon cards, the 3D dragon cards, that's what it makes me think of, is those fun days of the 80s and 90s. If you want to consider fun spending all that money on collectibles that really weren't collectibles. But at least this game is fun, and those cards are amazing. I find a lot of strategy in how you're using your cards. All the cards, the attack cards in your hand, they're going to be doing different amounts of damage. Some of them have effects. Some of them do damage based, and this is really where the strategy comes in. Some of them do damage based on other cards you already have in play around your dragon. Remember earlier I said when you're doing damage to a dragon, you're placing them around your card? Well, that's the reason why. Because the more you've done, the more prerequisites that you've made, I can say that word, that you've made, the more you're open to some of these other cards. And, if you have a wing card out and you have a claw card out, then you can combine, let's say, the two highest of the damages and add that together. That's nice. And that's where you really want to come in with those big high points. And these cards, damn it, they sure let you do the strategizing for that really well. In my heart, I really think that because this is such a small game, I mean, it's a tuck box, it's a deck. Because it's such a small game that takes up no space really anywhere in your shelf that you're going to have to worry about. And it can be carried anywhere with rules that can be taught to anyone within a moment. Setup time is almost non-existent. This is the kind of game that can be played anywhere with anyone at any time. If you're a fantasy fan, or maybe you just love dragons, this is a game you definitely have to try playing. Whether you want to buy it or not, well, that's up to the amount of fun you have. Now, I think you're probably going to have a lot of fun with this game. But it's not my job to spend money from your wallet, my friends. In fact, actually, don't take the word of any influencer. God, I'm just an informer. I'm informing you about stuff. Don't listen to influencers. You don't want to be influenced. You want to be informed so you can make your own decision. And the best way to do that with this or any other title out there, don't listen to talking heads and disembodied voices doing VO. No. You don't know if the publishers have bribed, bought those people. Watch playthroughs. A playthrough is one of the best ways for you to find out whether you're going to have fun with the title or not. So why don't you go get some more information and then come back and let us know what you think of Duel of the Dragons.